Hey, if you're thinking about starting a pressure washing business and you want to know what are the startup costs, what are the common operating expenses, and how much revenue can I actually generate from this type of business, and ultimately, how much profit can I make running my own pressure washing business, then this template and tool that we've developed is really going to be helpful for you. My name's Adam Hoeksema. I'm the co-founder of ProjectionHub, and we've helped thousands of entrepreneurs create financial projections to help them raise capital from investors or lenders or just for internal planning for their business. And in this video, I'm going to be walking through our pressure washing business financial projection template. We've linked to where you can purchase this template in the description of the video below. But I'm just going to go ahead and walk you through step by step and show you how to do it. So here we're going to start actually with the end in mind. We're going to show you here is after we've put in all of our assumptions to create our projections, we can see a profit and loss at a glance for 5 years, some nice graphs and tables, some charts to show you when you can expect to break even, and that sort of thing. So you'll also see a 5-year projected income statement, cash flow statement, and balance sheet, as well as income statement, cash flow, and balance sheet by month for all 5 years. And so this is going to be really helpful for you if you're trying to get a loan from a bank and they may ask for annual and monthly projections. And so this is kind of the end point. But in order to get there, we have to do a little bit of input work. So I'm going to show you here. We've got Adam's pressure washing business, and I'm going to invest $7,000 into this. So I'm putting my personal investment. You can also add in these lines, you'd be able to add other investors if you had other investors as well. We're saying I invested this in month 0, so this is kind of the start of the projection. So we put month 0 there. Here you can add your fixed assets. So we're gonna need a truck. We'll probably need a computer, and then of course we'll need a pressure washer and accessories. And so I've got some values in for those, and of course you can spend a lot more or a lot less on the equipment or the truck. And the computer and all of those things. So you might be able to get away with spending a bit less, but you could also, of course, spend $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 on a truck if you wanted to. And we're going to also add here a truck loan, a $14,000 truck loan. So we're assuming that we're getting some financing for the truck, and then the computer and the pressure washer will be paid for with my personal investment of $7,000 here. So total kind of sources of funding here going into the business to start with, $21,000 with our total kind of startup costs right at $20,500. We'll have $500 of working capital, and we got to get at it right in month 1 and start selling. So this is the input revenue tab, and we're assuming that you're going to spend some money on advertising. And it may cost some dollar amount. We're going to say $50 to attract a customer. And we also expect you'll get some customers through word of mouth. And so you can put in an assumption of how many customers per month you think you'll be able to generate from word of mouth. And that's going to give you a total number of regular customers. And from there, you can put in your services in this table. So what services do you offer? Pressure washing for a residential home, some other residential service like maybe a pool or a driveway, and then commercial services. And you can break down what percentage of your first-time clients will fit in each bucket, and then what percentage of your customers will use you every month for those services as well as how much you expect to generate in revenue per month from these customers. So for example, what we're saying here is that 0% of people that hire you to pressure wash their home, they're not going to have you do that every month, right? So we put in 0% because it's not going to happen each month. But we're saying that 75% of your new customers, that's what they're hiring you for, but really it's kind of a one-time deal. They're probably not going to have it done very often. But we're assuming we're going to charge $300 to pressure wash a house, and it's going to cost us $21 worth of materials. That's the assumptions that we have built into here. Now we've left the average cost of labor at 0 because we're assuming that you'll be doing the work yourself. If If you hire someone, then you'll want to put in their labor costs into this as well. And so that should be the labor cost to perform that particular service. So you think you're going to pay someone $15 an hour and it takes them 4 hours to pressure wash a house, then you'd have a cost of labor of $60. And you can see this is all really just calculations, calculating your total revenue based on those assumptions and your cost of labor and cost of materials. And then you can put in your general operating expenses here, like your accounting and bookkeeping, your credit card processing fees. So one thing you notice here is that you can select from this drop down to say this is a percentage of total revenue. And we put in 0.02, which means 2% of total revenue or your sales will be a credit card processing fee. We also assume that your fuel driving to your different jobs will cost you 3% of total revenue. And then we have some kind of one-time startup costs, $250 for legal services, maybe some marketing and branding, a logo for $250 just in month one, but then we have zeros for the future months. And over here, you can see we have a salary. We're assuming the owner's going to take a $20,000 salary. And then, of course, the profits will be yours too. If there's additional profits at the end of the year, you can take those as well. And so based on those numbers, what we're looking at in year one, this is a solid side hustle business is really what this looks like to me. $41,000 in annual revenue with a net income of $1,700, and that's after paying yourself $20,000 in salary. So by the end of year 5, we are up over a 6-figure revenue business with nearly $40,000 in net income, or $50,000 in net income, in addition to the $20,000 salary you're paying yourself. Now, of course, all these assumptions are just some example data, and you're going to need to do your own research and fill this spreadsheet out with your own assumptions. If you need any help with that, feel free to leave comments down in the comment section of the video below, or reach out to us directly at support@projectionhub.com, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks.